Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. That has been cut short. That's been cut out, well played. Out to the right. Bernardo Silva will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Pires. Ljungberg. And the shot! It's in!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Oh, easy pickings there. Can he get onto this? And he's quick to get it clear again. Oh, that's ambitious. Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
He's in plenty of space here. He's picked his way through. Great chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
Haaland. Liverpool leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. That has ended up in no man's land.
Bernardo Silva really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
De Bruyne does really well to win the ball there. And it's Stones. And here's De Bruyne. Petit. Played out towards the right wing.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim it. Bernardo Silva. He's come in hard. It's a mighty effort! Ljungberg. Goalkeeper's ball. Ljungberg. Neatly clipped into space. And that is expertly dealt with. Good effort from distance. Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
Ruben Dias makes the interception. Always played it in low.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Taken back almost at once. Oh, he's found support out wide. Bernardo Silva. He's shifting through the gears here. De Bruyne! Oh, that is beyond special! A worldie and a half! A finish right from the top draw! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud, because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller.
He gave it plenty and some. Thrashed it in.
Is it just me, or did he make that look very, very easy? That was terrific skill and composure from him. He finished with such aplomb.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before the ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Cleared without hesitation. Had a shot. Well, the contact was true enough. The aim wasn't quite.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
Rodri. Vardiol. Engages and forces him off the ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Deflected behind for a corner kick.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Tries to get it clear. And now they can spring out of defence. And that's been intercepted.
He read that.
It's Bergkamp! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
Rodri. Cole. Fiddles it through. And the ball's a good one here. Bergkamp showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Stones wins the duel this time.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He's a sharp little ball here. And that's played in low. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Foden. And the referee brings the first half to a close. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's 1 each. The midway point of the game.
Oh, what a half of football. It's 1-1, but it could easily be 3-3.
Has a shot! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
So, third corner of the game. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. And claimed it back swiftly. Liran. Cole.
Look, it's a run defence is this like, but the timing has to be spot on.
Ljungberg. And the shot! Corner number 4 coming up here. Oh, smashing header! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Foden. We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Bergkamp. De Bruyne looking understandably energised after his goal.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, that's fabulous. That's going to go a long way. Owen.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game-changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Foden in acres of space out wide. Reinders. Vieira deals with that comfortably. Owen. Oh, they've broken out here, and this could be the moment.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Rodri. Foden. Reinders. He is through here. Well, we've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And it's Owen. Cole. Spread it left. Now it's Perez. He's got...
Perez! Yes! And they're back in front.
That is just remarkable, the amount of bend he got on that.
You know what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
Substitution on the field, number 20.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact.
Well, the manager must have thought to himself, we're just narrowly ahead, so it's best to withdraw anybody showing signs of fatigue.
Number 4.
Liverpool take the lead.
Number 16.
And he welcomes it in. He won't be happy with that one.
Number 24.
Kovacic.
Palmer.
Now it's Rashford. And he's managed to get free.
Number 11.
Rashford, he's on a run down the left wing.
Number 7.
Finds himself unceremoniously floored.
Kovacic.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical. There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
And it's played in here. Has a look and plays it forward. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Now it's Perez. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Played towards the other side. Saliba, he steps in, and that's the end of that. Rashford. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's Casemiro. Just 5 minutes left. Palmer. Oh, well played, he needed to get that right.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Ruben Dias gets across to intercept that.
Perez, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. He has found the way through. It's Perez! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And that would have... So that's it. It is all over.
Hello everybody.
Liverpool have done it. The perfect outcome.
La alineación del Barcelona será...
Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. And as you can see, we've already started here.
Steven Gerrard is capable of taking a game by the scruff of the neck and anywhere he wants after that.
Yeah, one way or another.
Big header! Marvellous goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Broad smiles all round. It is indeed a fine, fine header.
Oh, it's a fantastic assist as well, Peter. Delivered at pace, the diversion, that's all it was.
He gets big! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Pull it. Kaka.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Cleared without complication. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Adriano. Keeper's ball. Maldini. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pirlo. Spread it left. Roberto Carlos in acres of space out wide. Oh, that's a fine interception. Turan. Oh, he's found support out wide.
Real chance!
Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Romario did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Maldini.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
That has ended up in no man's land. Ronaldinho.
It's Ronaldinho!
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. He's found a way through.
Up he goes!
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Rivaldo. Cruyff.
Chance! Goal! Barcelona! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, that's something that will make the manager proud, because they've dug in deep then and they've got their leveller.
Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Cruyff really showed his coolness, Peter, by not getting flustered on such a tough skill. And for me, it was controlled perfection.
Barcelona grabbed the equaliser, and he's had a shot!
Really well taken goal. And they've got their lead back.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, he makes finishing look like a matter of fact. Why take extra touches?
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Now it's Beckham. He's picked his way through. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, that's clear-cut. It's a free kick. Maldini. Now Kaká. Ronaldinho. Roberto Carlos. Ronaldinho. And it's Roberto Carlos. Romario receives.
Romario! There it is! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
This is quite a battle.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Adriano. Now it's Torres. Liran. Hullet. And it's Rivaldo. And here's Romario. Rivaldo. Romario. And Romario! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
Roberto Baggio. Pirlo. And he's managed to get free. Adriano. Baggio providing an outlet on that flank. He's shifting through the gears here.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
Beckham with the short one. And now they can spring out of defence.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Place it in low. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Lovely feet. And it's half-time here. Well, it has been a pretty crazy game so far. A game played out in extraordinary fashion, and the scoreline underlines that. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half. Terrific half, 4 goals split evenly, beautifully set up for the second period to follow. And the game has already resumed here. Ronaldinho. Maldini did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. What a throw in. Fernando Torres. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Roberto Baggio. And it's Ronaldinho. Maldini. Roberto Carlos. Some really good ball movement. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Baresi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Nicely aimed pass. Beckham. Hits one! It's a goal kick. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Baggio. Oh, well played. Hullet. Here's Rivaldo.
La asistencia a este partido
Roberto Baggio.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
And a header! And yes, it's there! And they're back in front!
What a great header, got plenty on that.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Gerrard. Now it's Torres.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
And it's Baggio. Pullet does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Cruyff. Rivaldo.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Pirlo. He's in space and looking for options. And here's Baggio. Baggio showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up. There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Kaká.
There's the hit!
Oh, that could cost them.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 5.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
There's the header!
Should have equalised.
Rivaldo appears to be absolutely seething with himself after squandering the chance to equalise.
El dorsal 4. Beckham.
Moved on
El
forwards.
dorsal 24. El dorsal 13.
Beckham.
Cambio de jugadores.
Maldini, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Ronaldinho. And he's taking no chances there. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
And the shot!
He's got away with one there.
Well, I think the opposition was pretty sloppy in creating a problem for themselves then, but he was onto it so quickly and very nearly made them pay.
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Aim forwards. It could be in here. Knocks it out wide. Beckham. Shot could be on.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
2 minutos de descuento.
Maldini.
Can he finish? There's a goal! They have stolen level at the last!
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum.
The 90 minutes are up, 30 more to come.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
Well, fitness and fatigue, the key factors now as we head for extra time.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 19.
90 minutes gone and nothing between them still.
Serán sustituidos.
Barcelona displayed great character to force extra time from what looked a pretty ominous situation. The question now is, can they go on to win it? It is doable. Mateus.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Well, that is good. Super running shot, and it's Van Basten.
Van Basten!
And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Van Basten has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
They've played it short. Ball driven towards... Climbs up big! And that's a real chance missed. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Rivaldo. Rivaldo. Mateus.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Cruyff. Roberto Carlos.
There's the shot!
Oh, should have put that away. Roberto Carlos. And here's Van Basten. Van Basten is fouled.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Good read, needed to be. Beckham. Roberto Carlos does have his name on the score sheet, of course. We've reached the midway point in extra time. Yeah, 90 minutes long gone, 15 of an extra 30 have also gone, and the search for a winner is still on. Truly, this is a punishing game on bodies and heads and minds. The outstanding question, the only question, is there still room for one last bit of drama? Well, we are already up and running again. Well, this really has been an epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much more can the players give? Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Early ball. Too much on that, it's gone out. Beckham. Zico.
And the shot!
Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
And now a sudden chance to counter. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Oh, beautifully shaped ball. He's got full.
Oh, that's incredible! And that has raised the roof!
What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So
It's Xavi!
well, now it's a race for the ball. Zico gets it clear. Oh, that's neat.
He rises!
Un minuto de descuento.
Quality ball. Well, that is one way to stop him. And he welcomes it in.
He's got the shot away! He has done it! A two-goal
And there goes the final whistle. Defeated, dejected, deflated. The ultimate disappointment. How do you look back on the game